ఆఫ్ ఇండియా ప్రెస్ మీట్ నిర్వహిస్తుంది. ఒకసారి లైవ్ లో చూద్దాం.
There are 8,294 transgenders and persons with disability. We took a special drive so that all the persons with disability get into our electoral roll. We earmark them so that we can give them facilities. They are 4.33 lakhs, 14.66 lakhs very senior citizens, and the voters in the age of 20 to 29 are 1.08 crores. And friends, you would again be happy to know that first-time voters, with a special emphasis was there, we enroll our young voters. So between 18 and 19, there are 9.18 lakh voters who are between 18 to 19 age group. If we come to the inclusiveness of the election, electoral gender ratio is 1036. As I mentioned, it is very favorable. And there are more than 205 ACs, assembly constituencies, where this ratio is more than 1,000. Even in 18 to 19 years voters, there are girl voters who are 4.47 lakhs. So this is the inclusiveness in terms of the women, focus on women. When we come to the next inclusive issue, that is the youth. So we appointed designated, dedicated AEROs for the colleges, and because of this, there are 5.26 lakhs first-time voters in Tamil Nadu. So much so that we have got 65,000 advance applications. These advance application means whose age is not still 18 as on 1/1/2024. So whosoever is completing the 18 years age during this entire year of 24 has also given us advance application. This is what we have made them enable. And of these 65,000, whosoever completes the age of 18 years by 1st April, that is the qualifying date, he will become entitled to vote. So that's the, even who's becoming 18 on the 1st of April will get the chance to vote. We also took a special drive. This is how we are improving our electoral rolls. The persons with the particularly vulnerable tribal groups, there are 6 and 18 plus population. We have enrolled 1,62,000 eligible. Out of them, we have enrolled 1,60,000. Is almost 99% enrollment of persons with tribal, particularly vulnerable tribal groups. This is the inclusive form of the electoral roll. When we come to the polling stations, now after a year, I'll tell you about polling stations. There are total 68,144 polling stations in the state of Tamil Nadu. We have mandated the webcasting of 50%, but CO Tamil Nadu has going to 66%. He may go even higher. That is his internal decision here. We will have some booths managed by PWD employees, some by women and some by youth. This is to empower them as such by managing the booths, and it's a demonstration of their and their capabilities and empowerment. All the polling stations would have assured minimum facilities in terms of drinking water, electricity, toilet, or ramps, wheelchairs. All that would be available on the polling stations. When we come to the elderly and the PWD voters, we are giving them the facility to vote from the comfort of their home. They need to apply Form 12D within 5 days of the notification. Our experience is that many senior citizens want to come to the polling station themselves rather than doing it, but for any matter, for any eventuality, if they want to do it from their home, they are authorized, they are enabled to vote it from their home. And similarly, the persons with disability, there is an application of the commission called Saksham. They can book their voting straightway from there and the kind of facilities they want on the day of voting. Friends, I'll now come to the enablement through the IT applications. And this is one particular slide which I'd like to draw your attention and request you to please popularize this. This is everybody's duty to curb the menace of money power. This is the application called See Vigil. Means the citizens be vigilant. On this application, if there is any information which a voter has, that money is being distributed, or some freebies are being distributed, or something wrong is happening, campaigning is taking place in wrong way, somebody is treating somebody with wine or whiskey or this kind of thing, liquor, they can just type it and text it, or they can take a photo and send it on this application. They need not write there where from it is coming. The application will capture the longitude and latitude of the location, and there would be a FST or an SST 5-10 kilometers around it. It will automatically reach that particular FST, and within 100 minutes, our team will reach and decide whether the complaint is right, then they will take action. If a complaint, by the way, is partially right, then also they will take action. But action is guaranteed within 100 minutes time. That means please popularize this and help us in curbing the menace of money power during the elections. These are the two further important applications. If a voter wants to know where his location is, where his booth is, what is his voter card number, who is the BLO, he wants to download the e-epic if his mobile is seated in the electoral roll. All this can be done. And as the political parties ask us, so this is one answer I am giving here, whosoever will apply for a ground or for any other thing first will get it first. So if party A has applied for the ground before the party B, it is only party A which will get on through application through this portal, and this will have a time stamp and everything. Another very important initiative which people must use is know your candidate. Every candidate who has a criminal background is supposed to publish it 3 times in newspapers prominently, and also on the television, social media. So this is the right of the voter to know about his candidate or her candidate. So the informed voter, you can even know the assets, liabilities, affidavits, everything about your candidate. You can also look at his photo. So everything about the voter, about the candidate which you want to know. So this is our enablement to the voters, so that please know about your candidate and then choose. So informed choices. Friends, further, if I tell you as to what we, after this, ensure that the elections are inducement free. 145 checkposts would be functional to keep a very strict vigil on interstate borders. The borders with Karnataka, Andhra, it would be all Kerala. We watched that no liquor or anything comes from those places. And also it checks while going. So how would we do it? We met the enforcement agencies today, state police, excise, DRI, banks, airports, railways, RPF, GRP, narcotics, everyone together, airport authority, so that the teams can be made and people do not work in silo. And what did we direct them? So this is again answering to what the political parties raised. Everyone has been directed to take extremely stringent action if there is any case of distribution of money anywhere. They have actually been asked to be extremely vigilant and allow money not to flow from one place to another place. They have also been directed that if money has already been stacked somewhere before the election and things like coupon and all people are working, please be smart and catch them. Similarly, liquor and freebies, GST and others will keep strict watch on e-way bills and also on the godowns that FMCGs, the fast-moving consumer goods like cookers and sarees and all those stuff, there is no unnecessary spurt in the demand and people do not use them. The agencies have also been directed that it is not that they take action against the smaller fellows who are handling this money or who are handling the freebies. Rather, they must establish forward and backward linkages and see who is behind it, and book the kingpins. The vigil will be kept on transfers through the online wallets also. Banks will also keep a watch on who is drawing the money, who is doing what. We want to have absolutely zero tolerance towards any kind of misuse of money. Banks have also been told that the vans which carry cash to load into the ATMs and from chest to chest should not be allowed to move after the designated time, which is around 5 o'clock in the evening. Because these vans with the private vendors can also be used, camouflaged to carry the cash. So the ambulances, these cash dispensing vans are all will be under strict watch. All the airports and the airstrips which are under CISF or otherwise like Salem and all would also be all the time under watch for any kind of smuggling of gold or this, that. Even the Coast Guard will keep a strong watch on the smuggling part. Their coordinated teams of the excise, police, transport, forest, which will be on the roads to see that the money and all inducement related items are not really circulated. They will all now submit the weekly reports so that we can monitor. They are all being brought into a application again which has been made called the ESMS, Expenditure Management System, Expenditure Seizure Management System. That will also bring all the enforcement agencies, central and state, together, and then their reports weekly would be analyzed. We very strictly directed the DMs and SPs and all the IGs and ADGs, police commissioners, that they have to provide level playing field. If there is any moment we come to know that the level playing field is not being provided, it is partial, will come down extremely heavily on all of them. In democracy, officials have to be absolutely impartial. There is no scope of any partiality on any front, and we'll be keep extra vigil on this particular point. Transfer policy I have mentioned to you already. They would also be akin to a single window system where most of the political parties can apply for the permissions they require at the DC level, district level, because the parliamentary constituencies sometimes across the districts also. Parliamentary constituencies in 2 districts, 3 districts. So that would also happen. Voter information slips will reach the voters around a week before, between 5 days to 7 days before the election, so that voters are well informed in time that this is your slip, this is your booth, and they are facilitated in going to the polling stations. Friends, other than this, all the district magistrates, all the SPs, senior officers have all been told to be extremely particular in curbing the menace of money power in state of Tamil Nadu. With this, I would like to end my address and say that we again request all the voters to come in large numbers, and request the media. Media is actually our eyes and ears on the ground. There is all the procedures which we follow in commission. Machines, counting centers, trainings, everywhere media is allowed. It is a part of the disclosures that we are watched regularly. So while you are our eyes and ears, we request you to spread the C-Vigil and KYC kind of applications amongst voters, and keep requesting them along with yourself to come and vote in large numbers. Thank you very much.
Roman Nandri, sir. Floor is open for questions. Just be seated. I'll ask the mic to come to you. First the second row, then the next row, then we'll come to these two. So you start there, yeah. After that, we'll go there, then we'll come there. Okay.
Bhaskar from Tanti TV. My question is, what is the new system, EVM, VVPAT and control unit? Can you elaborate that, sir?
Okay, now the next person behind. The row behind, who raised their hands? Yeah, give it to her. Yeah. Yeah, please.
Nandini from Malikuras TV. Sir, all the political parties was against VVPAT, so will use VVPAT in this election or not?
Okay, then go over to those people here. Yeah, second row. Just wait till the mic comes to you. Yeah.
தமிழரசி from News 18 தமிழ்நாடு. ஆன்லைன் மூலமா பணம் விநியோகத்தை கட்டுப்படுத்த கண்காணிக்க என்ன நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கும்?
திருப்பி சொல்லுங்க.
ஆன்லைன் வாயிலா பணம் விநியோகம் செய்யப்படுறத கண்காணிக்க கட்டுப்படுத்த என்ன நடவடிக்கை?
வெப்காஸ்டிங் பத்தி சொல்றீங்களா?
Through online transactions.
Online transaction of
Okay,
money.
okay, சரி. Okay, then who else? நீங்க கேளுங்க.
கண்ணன் ஃப்ரம் சன் நியூஸ். நேற்று பொலிட்டிக்கல் பார்ட்டிஸ் நிறைய பேர் என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா விவிபேடை மொத்தமாக எண்ணணும், எல்லா பொலிட்டிக்கல் விவிபேட் வைக்கின்ற மாதிரி சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அது சம்பந்தமாக என்ன நடவடிக்கை எடுக்க போறோம்?
Okay. Just hold on, sir. Those two Tamil questions were there. One was like online transfers are taking place. So how are you going to check that? The other is that people are saying that VVPATs need to be counted. All the slips of the VVPATs need to be counted. That's one. Yara, the fifth question, anybody? Wait, I'll come to the front row. Yeah, please. We'll have another room.
Last 4-5 election, a political party in Tamil Nadu was allocated as a particular symbol. But the same symbol was allocated this time to another political party which from another state. In what basis ECI allocating this symbol to parties? And will they get that same symbol?
Should we take more questions?
One more.
Okay, one more. Yeah, the lady in the third row.
Sir, Kalainya from Deepa. Sir, இப்ப நேத்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா அரசியல் கட்சிகள் எல்லாம் ஒரே கட்ட தேர்தல் நடத்தணும் அப்படின்றது வலியுறுத்தி இருக்காங்க. தேர்தல் ஆணையத்தோட நிலைப்பாடு என்ன?
All the parties have asked for polls to be held in a single phase. So what is your reaction to that?
So I'll answer these questions. As regards the last question first, the single phase, we have taken note of their demand.